just in case.
All right, looks like we're live.
Here we go. Yes, we are on the Brothers Geek Out podcast, guys. Welcome back. It is episode 352, did I just say? 353? 353. Let me just double check this before I make any mistakes on here, man. But yeah, 353, 353. Hope you guys are well. How's it been, bro?
It's been good, bro. It's been all right. Another week has gone past in Ramadan. I actually felt a little bit ill this week. Or something was trying to get me. I'm very good with my health and immune system and whatnot. I haven't been sick properly since COVID, but I've had a few things trying to get me. So this week was one of those weeks, man. So I kind of I'm older now, man. Normally I'll just train through it and I'm like, I'm going to sweat it out, but I'm older now, man. So I was like, let me rest, let me get some sleep, let me take, I didn't take meds. I tried to avoid meds unless I really need to, but just pumped up in my vitamins, had some rest and finally got rid of it after that 2 days, whatever it was, just trying to get me. So, but yeah, no, it's been cool. So just a rest week of training this week, actually. Other than that, man, it's been a good week. It's been a good week, man. Just watched some fights. UFC 287. Oh my God, it was epic. Me and Kay West will talk about it later. So do look out for Fight Talk, and we'll give you our thoughts and our reactions based on the fights that just happened. But just some great fights. And that's it, man. Met Mabs. Oh, this week I met Kit for Iftar. He was in town. And then I met Mabs, and Mabs was there as well. Then Mabs invited us for Iftar yesterday, or the day before, which was nice as well. So you know what, I just realized his wife made zao and sana. How do I say it? And in English, it's like almost like rice pudding.
Rice pudding and like a chickpeas
curry type thing. Anyway, something that you normally eat during Ramadan. I have not eaten that in 9 years. I haven't spent Ramadan at home with the family in over 9 years. And I had she made so much food. I'm like, sorry, I'm just going to triple up on this, man. I just ate that all night, which was so tasty. So yeah, man, it was nice. It just brought back memories.
It probably reminded you of mum's cooking, right?
so much, man. I was like, this is what we eat during Ramadan. We don't eat that here. I haven't had it in 9 years. So it was great. It was really great. And then we're booking our tickets home in July. So I can't wait for that. Again, we're going to come just before Eid, so I can celebrate Eid with the family. 9 years since the last time I spent Eid with the family. So I'm so looking forward to coming home and doing that Eid with the family. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, man, just, getting along, bro. Getting along. Sold a couple hot toys and whatnot. Just kind of moving on and just selling a few of those, man. Someone should be coming today, I hope. Yeah, man. And that's all good, bro. All good. How are you? You had a couple of good stuff.
It's been busy, man. I'm gonna leave all the good stuff. Well, all the stuff. I mean, what happened this week, man? We had a whole bunch of trailers come out. I've been working again, bro. But then we've got the long bank holiday weekend, so nice. I went to Star Wars Celebration, which was just insane, bro. It is hype, but it's so busy, bro. What do they do? Unbelievably busy.
This and a Comic-Con, for example.
I mean, I don't know. It's a Star Wars convention.
Okay.
It's exactly the same as a Comic-Con, but it's 10 times busier. There are some things that they did, which is what's the word? Trickery. Yeah, trickery. It was like, come on.
What, Jedi mind tricks, yeah?
They're Jedi mind tricks a lot of people, bro. So but overall great experience. I mean, first time I did cosplay. I mean, last time we did cosplay was when we, I don't know, you did Bruce Lee, but that was ages ago. That's like 10 years ago, bro.
It was, right? Was it 10 years ago?
I feel like it was almost 10 years ago.
No, I'm pretty sure I was in Hong Kong at that time. I came back to the UK for it, didn't I?
Probably. But even for me to do cosplay as well, it was just
5-6 years.
It's a good, fun, great community. Troy, who we had on the podcast on a Geek Out session recently, he's the one who inspired me. He was like, just, if you love it, then go do it, man. Enjoy it. And I thoroughly we did that. It was absolutely awesome, bro. We had such a great time. I had a great time, bro. It was awesome. Trailers, seeing the cosplays. You see the effort in what people put through in that show. But there is like the love for Star Wars is just immense, bro. just immense.
Yeah.
And the fact that we got it, I know they did it in 2016 here. And that's a long time ago, man. So getting to be a part of that, and when the trailers dropped and the hype that brought in
So
as
they
well, you're
dropped
like,
trailers at the event as well.
well, that's the
Announced.
exclusive, bro.
Oh, okay. And did you get a chance to see that? Did they show that to everyone, or you had to buy
No, you
exclusive
couldn't even
tickets
get
as
into
well?
the panel, bro, man. It's too busy. It's too busy. I
I can
found out
imagine
later
it,
on after.
especially if it was free. If it was free, then there's no way you're getting in. But if it's
No, I mean the way they do it is
paid,
press and stuff like that. People who've got Jedi Master tickets who paid over £1,000, stuff like that, bro. Stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. If you pay for it, then you deserve it. If it's free, then you're not getting in there, and there's going to be a rumble and whatnot to get in there. So I wouldn't even risk it.
Yeah, no. It was good, bro.
Yeah.
Shout outs to everybody that took photos with me and stuff like that. It was really good, man. It was I was being a ghetto Jedi, bro. It was sick.
Yeah. I see you with your dunk lows on or whatnot, or your Air Force Ones or whatnot. Was any Star Wars celebs there?
Yeah, there's loads, bro. Ewan McGregor, all the cast, a lot of the cast, man. Everybody was there, bro.
Oh, okay.
Everybody
awesome.
was there.
That's
Everybody was there, man. So, Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christian, Billy D. Williams, Rosanna Dawson, everybody that you could think of involved in Star Wars at the moment now, and like with all the announcements we got as well, they were there, bro.
That's awesome. That sounds good, bro. So this is your last event before the baby comes. You're going to chill out for good minimum 6 months at least, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a proper chill out, bro. Definitely, without a doubt.
Yeah, well, chill out from that stuff, but then madness with the new baby, I guess.
Yep, exactly, bro. So it'd be interesting, man. I've been on the go for the past year and a bit. No, actually, you know what? How long? We've been on the go for a long time now, bro. So some good rest time is needed. Definitely, without a doubt, a good rest time is needed. So enjoy that, and then, well, you never know, bro. There's things coming up. We keep getting emails, and I did an interview recently with Kalani Hubbard, who's a director of an anime movie called Sky Hoshi. Was a really cool interview. He's from the States, New York, and it's a passion project, and they reached out to me to get him on a Geek Out session, which was absolutely amazing. He's a big fan of Back to the Future as well. So guys, check out the Geek Out session podcast episode with Kalani Hubbard, director, writer for a movie called Sky Hoshi, which is almost like a weird science movie, sort of stroke mannequin. I can see where he got his inspiration from. But yeah, it was a really good interview. So that's up on the channel as well. So check that out, guys.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I saw that. So that was really awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got him on, and kudos to him for getting that project out there.
Yeah.
That must feel amazing that it's out there and whatnot. I met a dude this week who came and bought one of my hot toys. Old school dude, like from Newcastle. So my guy had 300 plus hot toys. Yeah. And he was just like, what I love was he was this old dude. He was like 60 plus at least. And he was just more geeking out than I was. Just like, oh, look at this, mate. And he built his own, in his house in Dubai, he built his own inbuilt cabinets and whatnot. And just all over the place. You got 300 plus toys. And he goes, mate, I got into this like 5 years ago, and I freaking just love them, and I just keep getting them. And I told him that I lived in Hong Kong. He goes, mate, if I lived in Hong Kong, secret base, it'll be a problem. I was like, trust me, I was there. Like, if you got 300, it'll be even more of a problem, because I was there every week buying stuff. Then he showed me pictures, and he was after my Joker. I was like, nah, but I'm not getting rid of that Joker? One. My 1/4 Joker hair.
Is that the Sideshow?
No, that's Hot Toys, right? Listen, I'm getting rid of my Hot Toys because I'm not a fan of them. They're losing their quality. My Batman, my Punisher, the leather jackets are just destroyed, right? Basic Hot Toys quality up. I'm just not a fan of Hot Toys anymore. So I'll keep my Punishers because I'm a Punisher fan, but I'm just getting rid of all my Hot Toys anyway because I'm just not a fan. However, this Joker I will keep. This is Heath Ledger. This is a classic Joker and a Heath Ledger Joker. Just out of respect, I'll keep that. And it's a cool product, but Hot Toys in general, basic. And they never gave me no loyalty program considering how much you buy or any customers. I don't think they have a good... Anyway, long story short, my guy showed me pictures And I was like, you know what? It's amazing that you got 300 and you're geeking out and you're so excited, more than I am even. I can't deal with the anxiety of 300 plus figures all over the place. And like, how do you, like, you in one little cabinet, he's got like 5, 6 of them bunged in there and whatnot. And I'm just like, man, how do you even clean them? I just feel too much anxiety and whatnot. And he was like, yeah, the missus is cool with it, but the thing is, she don't know if I get a new one because I just hide it in the bunch. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But it was just like, man, I would not be able to. I'm addicted to cleaning them. Well, not addicted, but I like to clean mine and dust them off. I don't know how you do 300, but I was doing the
300.
math. And I was like, my guy, and he does trade a lot. So he wanted to trade, but he does trade a lot. But however, I was like 300. And if you average them at about 200 pounds per hot toy, you spend like 60 G's on hot toys. I'm like, man, you must have a lot of money. You probably pay someone to come and clean them or something on a weekly basis. So yeah, good for you, man. But it was nice to meet another collector out here, someone so passionate and excited, man. He was just talking. He loved my Batman and the statues. I just told him, like, listen, man, I'm just getting rid of the hot toys and just sticking to the statues. But I love to meet collectors like that. Maybe I should get him on the podcast just to say, hey, man, like I love to get your passion on the podcast just to talk about how you got into it and just your massive collection. Give us a little show and whatnot. You know what? I think I will. I think I'll reach out to him. I'm sure it'll be a fun chat. Old school English dude, man. He give me jokes, man.
Oh, good on him, man. Good on him.
That's a good shout. I might do that just because, like, he's 300. You're definitely a collector, man. You're a passionate collector. If you got 300 and you're actively looking out for more, then I think I will reach out to him. In fact, but yeah, man, that has been it, man. I've been watching movies and chilling and Ramadan this week, and it's been a good week, man. Just trying to clear everything up for another week starting next week, man. So, get in there, man.
Good on you, man. Good on you. It's yeah, work. It's not been easy trying to keep up with everything. I've been running around myself as well. I need to go on a new journey. Hopefully, man. I need to start getting out there. I mean, I am out there, but just try something different. I think it's time for me to do something. But other than that, what's happening, man? I've got a creator pass, man, for MCM Comic Con. So that's sick. Hopefully I can go to that, even if it's for the day. But it all depends. That's at the end of May. But then something else has come up as well. So I'm hoping to see what happens. It doesn't clash. But yeah.
Cool. What's happening with we're trying to get that fighter on the Muslim boxer.
They're still waiting, man. Dates and time. So I'll drop another message again and see what I go on. But
okay,
it's probably because he's traveling. They haven't responded. They haven't responded to none of my emails, so they must be traveling.
Yeah, and because I follow him. He was in Africa not too long ago doing some charity work, and it's obviously Ramadan as well. So I do think the timing might be a bit tough, but anyway, yeah, that'll be interesting if we can get him on. He's quite funny and whatnot, and yeah, no, let's see how it keeps going, man. I've got someone coming on next Thursday, actually, a friend of mine from the UK. He's a kickboxer. He got into kickboxing, had a couple of fights and whatnot. So I just wanted to kind of talk to him about. He works in the media industry like I am as well, in the ad media industry. So I was like, just jump on the podcast. I'd love to hear about how you got into kickboxing, and you got to a level where you wanted to compete. It's not like professional in the sense that he's trying to be world champion or whatnot, but just trains and he gets to a level of competing, which is always it's a commitment, you know what I mean, as well as life and everything. So I was like, yeah, jump on, man. I love to hear people's journeys and just even on how they got into martial arts and how it helps them and stuff like that. So Thursday I'll be look out for that. I should be getting that podcast.
Cool. Awesome.
Done. So that should be good.
No, that's good. That's good. I mean, we had a whole bunch of. Where do we start, bro? There was like trailers, but do you want to go through the news part of stuff?
Yeah, I got so much stuff here, and then we could finish off with the trailers because they were quite epic.
Yeah, trailers, right? Yes.
So real quick, the Michael J. Fox movie, May 12th, Apple TV. May 12th on Apple TV. I had to put that there. I know you're a huge fan of him, Back to the Future. I believe it's about him, right? Life and story, like almost like, a documentary and whatnot. Yeah, so that should
so it'd be a documentary on him. So yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it. It looks good. I mean, here's a guy who got struck down. He was the biggest thing in the world at the time, you know what I mean? And gets struck down with this, disease, Parkinson, and even you've heard it in his book. He's had his downs, but he lifts himself up so well. And the relationship he has with his wife, the family. I think I remember there's a part in the trailer when he says that she said, till death do us part, through sickness and health. And I was like, oh man, this is emotional. This is too much.
Emotional.
He's the guy who inspired most of my pop culture journey, bro. You know what I mean? Getting to meet him, getting him to he's still doing stuff, which is amazing, bro. And the cause that he helps, you know what I mean? With the Parkinson disease as well. So definitely massive fan. I'm looking forward to that. It was a good trailer. I know I'm gonna get emotional, so definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I'm glad he's doing it. I just listened to his book not too long ago, so just very inspiring how he can carry on and whatnot, and I'm sure that will inspire a lot of people as well. But yeah, looking forward to that. April 12th, look out for that on Apple TV. All right, next thing, Street Fighter movie and TV rights acquired by Legendary. So, and apparently there's a new live action Street Fighter feature film in development by Legendary Entertainment. So listen, the last one we got was actually awesome, even though it was so basic.
Which one?
So basic, it was awesome. It was the
Jean-Claude?
Van Damme one.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Talking about that one, yeah.
I still watch it, bro.
It was so awesome. Listen, they tried their best to keep to the characters' uniforms and all that sort of stuff, right? They didn't try to strive away from any of that sort of stuff. They kept it, and
exactly.
It was so basic. It was so good.
Exactly, bro. I love it as well. People keep. I was actually speaking to somebody on a podcast, No Man's Planet podcast, and we were talking about retro games and movies. And I said it's one of my guilty pleasures, man. It's so bad, it's so good that I can still sit down and watch it and be like, this is so basic, but it's so good.
It's so good, exactly, man. So they're looking to make a new one. Listen, with the technology and stuff that they can do now, they should do it right, and they should do it really good, right? Hopefully it will come out really good. With the martial art abilities, with just everything, right? The choreographing, the evolution of action movies, the evolution of technology and all that sort of stuff, they could do it right. So I'm looking forward to that. That animated manga was always my favorite. The Street Fighter.
It's always going to be. That's always going to be.
Best. There was that YouTube one that came out, which was really good. Do you remember? I can't remember what it was
called. Yeah. The one that Ash got. I think that came out on Blu-ray and everything, but that was really good.
Yeah, that was very good as well. Yeah. So anyway, I'm glad to see that the new Street Fighter game, I think, is coming out soon, and they got new Tekken games and whatnot. So it's great to see these things come alive still. On video game movies and stuff, I watched Tetris last week. Have you seen that movie?
No, I need to watch it, bro. How was it?
Wow, that movie was intense, bro. That movie was intense. From the beginning, they get you because of Tetro, Nintendo, all that sort. But my God, that movie was intense. And you didn't realize how much politics was involved in this movie between Russia. And this was when Russia was, under what do you call it? KGB and I can't remember the word now, I'm blank. But the politics between Russia, Japan, Nintendo, the US, UK, the scams and stuff that were going on, the UK publication who was just trying to buy the rights or force the rights, all this sort of stuff about Tetris. And the way they done the movie, the level of intensity of the movie, it was like the video game. Like, the faster the video game goes, the Tetris game goes, it gets more intense. That's how they set up the movie, right?
Really?
So every kind of core of that first half, second half of the movie, into the last half of the movie, the intensity of the movie gets up, meaning that there's so much pressure going on. They're trying to get this contract signed, and some dude, the original dude who invented the game in Russia, I'm spoiling it, I'm sorry, but this is
go for it.
He's getting effed over. I'm trying not to swear, it's Ramadan and Allah's Day. He's got effed over. My guy made this game, he developed it and whatnot. He's getting effed over. So it's just kind of like trying to do right by him, signing the right contract. You got other people getting KGB involved to kind of like scare you off. And bro, like going into Russia at that time was obviously a nerve-wracking thing, and trying to do business and overcome it, like trying to go over the government. They beat you up, they kick you out of the country, all this sort of stuff. It's scary.
Yeah.
And you know, it was just such an intense movie, but really, really freaking good. And who knew that a game that kind of revolutionized thing, like the invention, the what you call it, the Game Boy, bro. This was all around the time of the evolution of video games and the Game Boy when Nintendo was killing it. And it was one of the games that was released with Nintendo. So I think initially with the Game Boy, initially they were going to go with Mario, and the guy convinced them to go with Tetris. And it blew up the Game Boy. It was revolutionary this whole time for video games and everything. But you just don't know the politics that they went through, the madness, like almost like life and death as well, like just for this video game. So very good movie, very intense. I recommend it, man. It was really good. Unsurprisingly good. I was like, what are you gonna do about Tetris? Like, what kind of movie are you gonna make about Tetris?
Yeah. Exactly.
They made a pretty damn good movie, I tell you that.
I'll check it out, definitely, man. That's a good review, man. I'll that's on Apple TV, right?
Was it on Apple TV? I can't
I don't know how you watched it, but
nah, no.
it's on Apple TV. I'll double check. I'll just check.
You know what else I watched? I watched that movie 64 with what's his name?
64 or 65, bro. Adam Driver.
65. Yeah, Adam Driver. Yeah. The dinosaur one. It was so bad. It was so bad. I downloaded it thinking, yeah, boy, movie night tonight. It was shit. So in my opinion, I didn't enjoy it at all. I ended up being on my phone the whole time. The missus was upset because I made her switch off her Korean drama to watch this. And she's like, why you made me watch this movie for? It was so bad.
Was it, how bad is it, bro?
I thought initially they go back in time somehow. They go and it's time traveling. They go back in time when the dinosaur time comes, and then he's got modern day weaponry, right? Which I thought, okay, cool. No, man, he was a space traveler. They were aliens, but he was human. They were human. They look human. They talk, speak, eat, shit, everything like humans, dress like humans, but they were space travelers. So when the dinosaur times were happening on our planet Earth right now, 65 million years ago, this race somewhere else in the universe was space traveling. Anyway, somehow crash landed on our Earth during the time of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, just before the comet, you know, the big comet came that it was just around that area, like that period. And it was just basically him, and everyone on the ship died, but him and his little girl was just trying to find the escape pod. But it was so bad. I mean, the one thing I give the movie credit to, it just got to the point, but there was no explanation of anything. I was like, why are you on this space? If you're explorers, why are you on the explorer? Why is this little kid on the ship? They didn't explain shit, right? So I give them credit for getting to the point. The movie, in my opinion, was just terrible, man. But yeah, I watched that. Just for bands, I guess. But I'm
gonna give it a miss.
Yeah, I think it's not worth the time since you're having a baby and whatnot, and you've so much other stuff to watch. Wu-Tang, the last episode's out. I'm gonna watch that. Looking forward to that. It's been such a great show, so I'm definitely gonna watch that. What else was out? There was something else I'm gonna watch. I think Shazam came out on digital.
Yes, that's
so I'm
right.
gonna give that another go. I know I watched Zachary Levi's live Instagram that he went on, and he kind of went on a little bit of a rant and whatnot, and promoting the movie at the same time. I agree with him that it's a good movie. I know he would say that. I still agree it was a good movie. It was a good character build movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's a shame that people didn't go watch it, but check out the digital version. And you know what? Put him in. I think, like I said before, you built him now. Just put him in other DC movies. He'll fit in perfectly.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be funny to have him. So I think they've done a great job building his character, especially in this one, considering he sacrificed himself at the end, and just goes to show great character build. And he's really
any spoilers.
Oh yeah, I mean the movie's been out, man, and these people ain't watching it anyway, man. Go watch the movie. He's really worthy of Shazam, right?
Yeah, he is.
So he proved that in this movie. So now you know what? Okay, this movie wasn't successful. Put him in other movies now. You built his character. Let's start costing him around. I want to see him team up with whoever, the new Justice League and all that stuff. Let's start doing that now. So so I'm gonna watch that again anyway.
Yeah, no, that's good, bro. I'm looking forward to it as well. It hasn't got a UK release just yet. I know it's released in the States and stuff, but also, I absolutely loved it, bro. And that's not just me being a fanboy. Genuinely, it was a good, fun movie. I'm not sure what people were expecting, but it's come out in a month where all these great movies came out, bro. All these great movies came out. It's a hard. business, bro. You know, but I
Yeah,
loved
I
it.
mean that.
It's gonna be, I'll buy it on Blu-ray. I'll get all the merch and all the rest of it. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of it, so not just yeah, I thought it was a great film. What more can I say? It's my opinion anyway. So
Yeah, it's a
but
shame that if you watch our review on the podcast a couple, I told you what I didn't like about it because there was a few
yeah,
things, but I just think they've done a good enough job to build him for enough to put him in the other DC universe, with other movies. You don't need to make a Shazam 3, but you can make a Shazam and Black Adam if they ever do another Black Adam. You can make a Shazam and something else, or put him in other movies, and then you've already built him, so no need to
exactly.
making more standalone movies with Shazam. I don't think you need to anymore. But yeah, no, I agree, man. It's definitely a fun movie. All right, moving on. What have I got here? Heat. Okay, we're talking about Adam Driver and that movie 65, but they're looking to make a number 2, a Heat 2, a sequel, and it's looking to get involved with Adam Driver's looking to get involved in that. So the first one was a great heist movie. It was the first time I think you had Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in one movie, one scene. Or they even in one scene? I don't even know if they were in one scene.
Just a one scene, but I don't think they should touch this, bro. It's like Gladiator. Like, why do we need it for? We don't need it. I don't need a Heat 2. That the movie itself is so good. Do you want to go get some tissue? Have you got some tissue here? Okay. Yeah, so like I can see her just there wiping her nose all over her sleeves. It's jokes.
Bogey time.
Bogey time. It's not time.
Remember our old you bring back a memory. Remember our old martial art teacher? I can't remember his name, but he was very funny. He was very good with kids. And he remember in our martial art class, he's like, one technique I'm gonna teach you for when you wipe your nose is you have to go this way, but then make sure you wipe this way because otherwise you have to stop over here.
I swear it's Sensei Dwayne, wasn't it?
Was it Sensei Dwayne?
I think it was a Dwayne as well, or Dwight.
I had Kevin. In my head, but I don't know if that's...
Kevin was the younger one.
Okay.
Kevin was the younger one.
I was gonna say Miyagi-Do, but Mugendo, Sensei Suzuki, Mugendo.
Close, bro. You know what? Saying that, I didn't even think about that. How close that is to Miyagi Dojo.
Miyagi and Mugendo, yeah. That was awesome, man. When we used to train back then, man.
Oh, bro, good times, man. So many good times. There's so many people, man. I'd love to clash with some of the peoples that we were in class with, but yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, man. And Shifu, Edwin knew them guys. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Edwin kind of went around training, but he knew them guys, man, and he trained with them and stuff. But yeah, no. Anyway, when you're talking about Lara and the snot, it just brought that memory back in. I love when things do that, like something happens.
Yeah, of course. It comes through. Shout outs to Shifu Edwin. I saw him at the Star Wars celebration as well. He's doing good. It was good to catch up with him. Bless him, man. Yeah, he's doing security. I'll never get that part out of my head.
Who was that? What was that again?
Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. Security. That's before he got slapped. Who was it? When Charlie Murphy slapped him as Prince. I think that's when he was like, security. But shout outs to him. But yeah, no, listen, bro. I personally think they shouldn't touch that movie. I think they should leave it as it is. We don't need, like what they did with Blade Runner. Like, it's amazing to see those characters come up on the screen. But the film was so boring, bro.
So boring.
So boring, bro. I was like, why? You just, like, the first one is a hard watch as well. If you're not, like, it took me ages to respect and appreciate that movie. But something like Blade Runner that came out recently, it's like, oh, bro, I ain't got the time, man. We've got so much to watch already, bro. I'm never going to watch that film again. It's a tough one. It's not got rewatchability to it.
No, definitely not for me. Yeah, I remember watching it in Hong Kong with someone, and that person was just wanting me to. She kept saying, "Can we leave? Can we leave?" And I'm like, "No, man, let me force it. Let me force it." Like, this person had no idea about Blade Runner anyway. I did, because of my because I was familiar with the first one.
Yeah,
I was like, no, let's force it. But inside, I was like, this is boring, man. I just want to get out of here. And then, but I tell you what, Ryan Gosling suits that kind of role. He done it in Drive, but Drive was also. Then he done it in the other one. Remember Bangkok Nights or something? And that was bit too much boring, and then forced it again with this. But anyway, no, would Heat look classic movie? I mean, I don't know. It's a difficult one when they make these remakes or prequel. It's not a remake. It's just, so how do you make a sequel of such a great heist movie? Didn't they all die? If I remember correctly, like heist, they all died.
Spoilers, right? If you guys haven't
Yeah.
seen it, spoilers.
Oh, great movie anyway, great cast. All right, some announcements, bro. There were some announcements, right? So stuff coming up. Well, Heat was one of them. But anyway, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, still doing the thing, right? Has announced that there are live action of Moana is in development, with obviously Dwayne Johnson playing what's his name? Moai? Can't remember. The character who he voiced in the show.
Yeah.
Play, which is perfect casting because it was based around him and the whole Hawaiian scene and everything. That's perfect casting, perfect for Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's awesome at doing those things as well as action movies and whatever he's good at. So that was announced coming from Disney. They're doing all of those live action movies. Shrek 5 was teased with the original cast returning. So that should be awesome. I mean, I stopped watching them after 2, I think. So I haven't seen all the Shrek. So if they're on part 5, that means I missed 2, 3, 4. But anyway, that's being announced. Andrew Garfield, Oscar Isaac, Maya Goth in Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein that he's been working on. I mean, that's a great cast, and he's got he done that Pinocchio, right? So he's got this dark creativity about it. So
he did Blade 2, bro. He's the guy who directed Blade 2.
Well, there you go. So crazy enough, I watched Blade 2 the other day, which was awesome.
It's wicked.
Yeah, so they're working on he's working on a Frankenstein with a big cast there, man. So
that's going to be awesome. They're a great cast. He's a great director. I mean, bro, when he did, you've seen Pan's Labyrinth, right?
Yes.
That's him. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. So he's creative in that sort of intricate, sort of nice storytelling with kind of a horror feel to it. So that's going to be good. I love his stuff, man. He's great.
Frankenstein's an interesting one, right? Because like he was a human, not human, sorry. He was a mad scientist putting someone together with different parts and trying to create life, right? And it was like that. It's almost, I don't know, it's an interesting one because he's an outcast. He's obviously seen as a monster and whatnot. But he wasn't really violent, really, was he? If I remember correctly, maybe the originals he was actually, I don't know. But the mad scientist, I guess, is the main mad one in this, not Frankenstein the monster. Maybe I'm getting Frankenstein wrong. I don't know the history of it. But anyway, I guess one of my only memories or main memories of Frankenstein was Young Frankenstein, which was hilarious. Gene Wilder,
it's a great film, bro. Gene Wilder in there is sick, bro. That's probably that's a good comedy, bro. That one. And Igor, you killed me in that, bro.
Absolute jokes. Okay, cool. Sylvester Stallone has plans for Rocky 7, and if it ever gets made, it will introduce Rocky Balboa's worst villain in the franchise yet, which is interesting because I would say his worst villain was probably Ivan. I mean, all of them are great, but Ivan Drago maybe.
No, but then did you see that deleted clip from Creed 2 where he kind of reconciles with Dolph Lundgren?
No, who reconciles? Oh, with
Stallone. Like, really? After the match, after Finn gets beaten, there's a scene of them in the changing rooms, and Creed is talking to Drago's son, and just checking if he's okay, like he did at the end of spoilers for Creed 3, like how he spoke to Finn at the end.
I didn't see
Jonathan Major's character. So, and then you see a scene of him and Finn looking at each other. Alara. Yeah, you see them like having it's just a moment. They don't say anything. They just look at each other and it's a bit of a respect moment. So
got it. Well, I mean,
Clubber Lang, bro. That's the guy, bro.
That's not his biggest villain, man. Even though he was awesome. It has to
be. They're bringing back Tommy Gunn, bro.
I still love Rocky 5, even though
Rocky 5 is I was supposed to speak about this after I watched it, yeah. And this is a great development in a character where he's not in the limelight no more. He's going through, fighters go through these struggles, bro. And the fact that he's suffering brain damage and the rest of it, and the way he gets dark, bro. It's a father-son story as well, man. It's deep. I love it.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. And it happens to a lot of fighters sometimes, you know, like they lose all their money, you know,
Mm.
bad investments. I mean, I know Paulie must his money up and whatnot, but bad
Yeah, Paulie
investments,
lose on
all
that
that
one, bro.
fighting, man, life
Yeah.
on the line. And you know, you got your family and whatnot, but there's none of the riches to show for it and whatnot. Yeah, great movie. But anyway, look, it's not made or anything, but there's plans for it. And you know what? I'm always a Rocky fan, and I would always watch it. And I think Rocky would always be closer to me than Creed would be. I mean, Creed's for a new generation. I still love it, but Rocky's always going to be closer to my heart, man. Like, so I'm in. If he makes it, I'm in.
Oh, you know
all
I
right,
am,
well,
bro. You know I am. That's without a doubt. That guy's I mean, what more can you ask for, man? Like Stallone, man, still doing it. It's inspiring in itself, and it's like nice, man. Like I wanted him in Creed 3, bro. I wanted more of him. Just mention his name, man. You don't have to show him. It's a shame because of the rights and all the madness there causes some problems, but nah, it's cool. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah. All right, cool. What's next? What's next? All right. The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King is returning to theaters in its extended version. I mean, the film was already 3 hours long, but again, an extended version. I don't know how long that will be. For its 20th anniversary through the Forum, Fathom events featuring the introduction of Elijah Woods, and it will be available in selected theaters on April 13th to the 19th. So if you were a big Lord of the Rings fan and you want to go watch the extended version, you know, now's your time. From the 13th to the 19th, go catch it in cinema. That would be pretty epic. I personally will not have the time to do that. But if you're out there, you can go watch it. All right, what else next? Ridley Scott, bro, is developing a Napoleon movie starring Joaquin Phoenix. And it's getting a theatrical rollout in November. So I think they've already worked on it. Now Napoleon
already out.
Yeah, no, it said November. So I mean, they've obviously, if they come out November, they'll probably finish shooting it and doing all the edits and whatnot now. So I wonder who's playing. I mean, if Joaquin Phoenix, he's amazing at anything he does. But if he's playing Napoleon, because Napoleon was a short dude, right? As Bill and Ted called him, short dead dude. Yeah, like I mean, I'm not crazy familiar with Napoleon and his conqueror and his like. What war was it, bro, that he fought? Was it against the English that he fought?
Waterloo, yeah, Waterloo, bro.
He was strategically, what I do know, he was very strategic, like very, very strategic when it came to war.
Yeah.
Which is why he had success as a general and whatnot. But anyway, Ridley Scott's good at making those type of movies, right? Gladiator and whatnot. So
no, exactly, bro.
How he brings Napoleon to life.
No, exactly that, bro.
You know, one thing I didn't mention, I was supposed to mention at the beginning of the podcast, and I apologize. It was supposed to start off with this as well. Again, man, like it's a bit of I'm completely freaking changing the vibe here. I'm so sorry, bro, man. What happened in Palestine, man? It's so heartbreaking. Every Ramadan, I'm sorry, man, I had to bring it up, but every Ramadan, it's like they just get attacked in the mosque, right? The Palestinians, the innocent Palestinian people who are praying. We're not talking about so-called media saying that, you know, terrorists and all that. We're not even talking about that. And the media won't even publicize this because the media don't do that, right? Because that's what the Western media does. That's
not just do. Yeah, but exactly.
Innocent worshippers during the holy month, every year without fail, get attacked. And it's just heartbreaking, man. So anyway, free Palestine, and then I don't know, it's difficult for those people, man. And on top of that, I saw some other news, which I guess you could say is good news, but it's also horrible for the last 9 years. Saudi has said that they're going to stop the war with Yemen. And now when you say war, I feel like more of a destruction. They just destroyed them for 9 years. Now, I don't know the full backgrounds of this sort of stuff, but I've heard about this and the famine and like hundreds of thousands of people getting killed, the refugees in Yemen. It was just horrible. The Saudi was just blowing them up with British, with the West's backup, basically. Again, I don't know the the background of the war and how it started and why they did it. But end of the day, man, the people of Yemen just got destroyed. It was just horrible. But anyway, I guess you can say it's good news in a way. It should never have happened in the first place, but that it's stopping. And God give those people in Yemen strength to build up again. But that there should be ending the war at the end of this month. Alhamdulillah, I guess, if it's good news.
It's a shame that they have to announce stuff like that, and it's just not. I mean, we as human beings have got so much. We haven't learned, bro, nothing. You know that. Doesn't matter if there's rules in place, religion in place, all these labels that we get now. We haven't learned as human beings to still work with one another, bro. If somebody can't work with one another in an office, bro, like we're still way behind, bro. We're not nowhere closer to any sort of peace, and I'm not going to be in a lifetime where I'm going to be able to see my kids in a world where it's just peaceful, bro. There's going to be some sort of conflict, some sort of hate, and you know, it's funny you bring this up because I had this conversation with Tyrell, who is he's just a geek, bro, but bless him, he's a massive geek. He spent some time with me in Star Wars Celebration, and we talked about, you know, hate and toxic people and the fandom, and you know, he grew up in the era of the Star Wars first prequel, you know, and we were talking about Ahmed's best comeback, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he was like, listen, man, I love those movies. Those are my eras of Star Wars, which, like, the trilogy for you was the 70s ones, you know, the 80s ones. So, but you don't bring hate towards the prequels, because I was like, listen, man, I gotta say, yes, I'm easily pleased, I suppose, because I'm grateful for the content that we get. And that's where I can bring peace towards the content that we do. But we got a lot of beef for what you said recently about the Jedis and the Mandalorians. I didn't even respond to them, bro. People have been going in, but because that's what I'm saying. That's where hate comes from, man. That's hate, bro.
I did give a warning, and I did say I'm going to get beats for this,
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a statement. It's something. It's not meant to be malicious in any way, and people take it the wrong way, bro. You know what I mean? And I mean, there's so much to it. The world has to learn more. We have to learn so much more.
We're so tribal. People want to beef over Star Wars and Star Trek, or Mandalorian and Star Wars. They're in the same freaking universe, Xbox, PlayStation. So we're talking about on the global level, you've got these same human beings. End of the day, they are the same human beings. Yes, they have different perspectives and education or whatever, somehow get to power and all that stuff, but they're still the same human beings who have egos and insecurities and all this sort of stuff. And they're all in the country. They have their finger on the button to say, oh, let's go to war. Let's not go to war. Let's blow up this country for no reason. Let's not. I mean, what is the need to blow up a country that's not needed? I mean, there's so many, again, there's no need, but there's a lot of business in it. There's a lot of ego and human emotions in it. Money's king to these people. At the end of the day, bro, like, again, the media I even put a poll on my Instagram, like who even knew about this war, and you know, 40% of people who answered said they didn't know about it, and that's because it didn't happen in Europe. It didn't happen between European countries or you know, towards a European country. Everyone knows about Ukraine, of course, everyone does. The media went crazy about it, but you don't know about everything else that's happening because the media won't talk about it, because the media is dictating. You know, I always think this, the media, and I work for them, and which hopefully don't get me fired, but it's just my opinion. The media dictates you on what to think. It doesn't really give you the real news. I'm not saying all of it is fake news, right? I'm talking about most of it dictates you in what you should be thinking, how they should make you think. Not really telling you all the facts to let you make your own opinion, right? It's no. Here's the fact, here's our facts, quotation marks, and this is how you should think. And these people are the bad guys, and these are the good guys. And don't worry about this war, because we're not going to talk about the stuff that happened in Palestine. No one's going to mention that because it's those people. Don't worry about it. If the opposite happened, bloody hell, it'll be all over the media, and they'll portray Palestine or any Muslim country as the bad guys and terrorists, as they love doing anyway. So, you know, social media, I think social media is helping a lot. You know, the last World Cup happening in Qatar has helped a lot, kind of like broaden the message of these Middle Eastern countries. But the ones that have been getting blown up, I mean, Yemen, and they got blown up by Saudi, and Saudi, you know, they're Muslim brothers and sisters as well. But it's crazy that they were influenced. I don't know, man. It's just wrong, basically. And the West was just kind of influencing that. But yeah, I don't know. War's always going to be there. Too many people, bro. and just too many people, too many egos, too many countries. Yeah, there's no peace, man. There's no such thing. As long as us human beings, us regular folk, try and stay peaceful with each other, that's the most important thing.
No, that's right. That's right. I mean, it's all we can do, bro.
That's
It is
it,
all
brother.
we can do, and kind of go from there, man.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I changed the complete vibe of the show. Let's get back on
It's all right. It's
onto
okay.
track
It's
when
okay.
it came to mind. It's what happens, man. Sometimes we gotta talk. We gotta talk our talk. All right. Well, let's talk about Star Wars, bro, because I know you gave into it, but there's a couple of announcements, man. And let's just talk about everything Star Wars. We might as well, even the trailer. So first of all, announced on the Star Wars celebration that you were at, Dave Filoni is attached to directing a new Star Wars film between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. So apparently they're making more Star Wars movies. I heard them looking to make a Mandalorian movie. I mean, Star Wars is blowing up now, and it's amazing how Star Wars, the shows are blowing up so well without really the main characters that we love, like talking about from the Luke Skywalkers and the Han Solos and all that sort of stuff. It's blowing up with the Mandalorians and, you know, all the other ones, man, that they've been making, the Bad Batch, and what was the one with Oscar Isaac? Not Oscar Isaac, the
Andor,
and all of those sort of ones, man. And then, you know, we got the trailer for Ahsoka, which looks absolutely more amazing, and they really, I know she was a part of the animated series, and I'll be honest, I didn't watch all of them, but just for her getting involved in the Mandalorian was, oh my God, it was so good. So I'm really pumped to see her story. Man, they're killing it. And it's amazing how, like, you know, those last three Star Wars, even the prequels and then the last three Star Wars, you know, like, even though The Force Awakens got hit like nearly 2 billion, over 2 billion and whatnot, killed it, you know, the last two movies again weren't really that, people weren't really impressed and all that sort of stuff, but still smashing it. The franchise is still smashing.
No, I mean, it's still smashing it, bro.
Coming back.
It built a new fan base, bro. That's what it's done. Like the amount of people that I met over Star Wars Celebration was, you know, new, old school kids, everything. You know what I mean? Because it's a Disney product now, so this has to cater for everybody. So give a bit of the old, give a bit of the new, you know, give a bit of the in between. But I think what Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are doing are absolutely amazing. Rosanna Dawson as Ahsoka looks just, bro. That was a wicked trailer, bro.
Yeah,
That was a wicked trailer. Like, it got me back into that Star Wars mode. And, you know, Boba Fett and the Mandalorian introduced those characters back in there again for us to see what happens next. Daisy Ridley comes back as Rey as well, so it'll be interesting to see they're going to do like 15 years afterward with Jedi Academy. There were so many people there, bro. It was just hype, bro. It was wicked, bro. And then and just announcing all those projects, bro, is just, you know, excited. The Acolytes is on. They're bringing back a lot of the original cast that voiced the characters in there as well. So you can't complain, bro, man. There's so much. Carl Weathers was there, man. I would have loved to met Carl Weathers, bro. That would have been sick. Apollo Creed, bro. I would have been so gassed. But it was so busy, bro. And like, you're looking around and you're thinking, you know, it's tough. I mean, this is my personal opinion of what they did. You know, London XO is massive, right? And this is no dig at Disney, Star Wars, or anything like that. So don't hold me towards it. This is just my feedback. Yeah, my feedback. It was packed, bro. Like, packed to a point where I felt claustrophobic. Like, you know, when you're going through, it felt like you were at Mecca, bro.
Oh, damn.
We're shoulder to shoulder, just walking through, going around circles. Like, I don't even want to go this direction, but because the crowd's going, you're following the crowd. That's how tight it was, bro. But it's only because they use they use only half the venue.
Damn.
And they made it. They did that because it would look busy on the cameras. They didn't want the foot flow because they're filming everywhere, bro. This is live streamed. They did that so that it just looks busy, bro. And it was horrendous, bro. You know, we got there, you know, people are dressed up in, like, you know, heavy artillery and, you know, all the stormtrooper outfits. They said the doors open at 10 o'clock, bro. Mans were still in queue at 11 o'clock, bro. Why are we still waiting there for?
Oh, man.
Yeah. So it was controlled in a different way. I just feel like it was very claustrophobic, and it was really like, yeah, I just feel like the control of it wasn't great, and the space of it wasn't great because people are going to go there to spend money. That's the main reason as well. It's merchandise, bro. Yeah, but how is somebody supposed to, bro? I was looking at something and then pushed out into the crowds, bro. Like I was like, oh, this looks cool, man. Get in. It was gone, bro. By then, the only place that was free was the aisles in the middle, which is, you have to come out of the convention to go there to catch your breath, bros, because
Mm.
the Comic Con has a smell, bro, specific smell, which is not great, bro. But I can understand the passion behind it because I was probably stinking as well. It's hot, bro, and you got,
Mm.
bro. There was I can't even count how many thousands of people were there, bro. Yeah,
It's
I just know
crazy.
I
I
was
get too much anxiety now. The older I am, I get too much anxiety with too many people. Like I was talking to Mabs the other day about it. Like I avoid Dubai Mall because there's so many people that I just avoid that place because I
Mm.
don't want to be there. When we went to the Comic Con here, it was packed, but it wasn't too bad just because the arena was quite big, but it was packed considering. So I can't imagine because I remember the old XL ones that we went to, the Comic Cons, are just so packed. And I don't know. I mean, yes, maybe they're saving costs as well, which is weird because you got that Disney money. So like rent the whole thing. But yeah, if you're trying to
No,
make
they
it look
did. No, they
busy,
rented the whole thing, but they kept it to a point where most of the other exits were parts of the, I can't even call it, arena was
exhibitions.
blocked off, and
Oh,
the exhibitions
okay.
was exits to get in and out, basically. And then you had
Mm.
the end of XL, which is like, bro, probably I feel like they only used a quarter of it. That's just me, but let's see what people's thoughts are. Listen, at the end of the day, I still had an amazing time, and I got to see amazing people at the show. A lot of people, like Edwin, Big A Reviews, Tyrell, Theory by T, Nerdy Nurse. There's so many people, bro. So like, I can't fault it because I get to see people that talk to us about the podcast, and I see them at screenings, and it's great to see Alan. Shout outs to Alan because he got an awesome picture of me in my Jedi outfit. But yeah, bro, trailers came out, but the one that came out there as well, which I missed, I heard everybody screaming, was the Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny trailer. So I could hear people
They
screaming, but
done
you
it
couldn't
there
even get to
in
the
the
fan. That was the official release.
oh damn, so they done it at the Star Wars one. I guess because it's
Yeah, yeah.
all
Well, I
under
mean,
one
it's
umbrella.
Lucasfilms. They own it, innit? So they
Yeah.
released a new collection of their Hot Toys, not Hot Toys, sorry, Hasbro toys as well for Indiana Jones. Uh,
Mm.
but then I didn't get, as I said, I didn't, as you guys would see on the channel now, I'm putting up all the reactions quite late, is because I didn't get the chance to watch it. It was so busy, you couldn't even get to that panel. Not unless you look to get
Oh,
squeezed up and thing. I left it. I
nah.
was like, I can hear the screams and shouts. When I get home, I'll sit down and do it properly. And I got to do it. It was, bro, I don't know what it was about that trailer, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, the last movie wasn't great, but that trailer got me emotional, bro. Teared me up. It was a soundtrack.
Yeah.
I think it was a soundtrack, but it wasn't that he was
Always.
talking about all the other movies about, he, as soon as, he was talking about, people have been trying to kill me for a long time. I've even been controlled by voodoo dolls, getting shot and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? This character has gone on such a journey, bro. Such an amazing journey. And we get to see that journey still, which is like, it's great. Like, it was a good trailer, man. They even showed young Harrison Ford, bro. Which is amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing how it is. Originally, I thought it was his daughter, but now I know it's his friend's goddaughter. His goddaughter. So it's that soundtrack, bro. I think James Mangold as well. He's a good director when it comes to these characters because he did Logan so good. He's going to be doing.
Yeah.
I heard he's doing a Star Wars movie as well. He's doing a DC movie, something as well. So James Mangold at the moment now, he's going to be big, bro, because yeah, I'm hoping, I'm looking forward to this, bro, this year. Definitely looking forward to this.
Yeah, no, that trailer definitely gave me goosebumps, man. So, the soundtrack has a big. There's something about those 80s soundtracks. I know Hans Zimmer smashing it with the recent day soundtrack, but those 80s ones that we grew up with, Indiana
John
Jones
Williams,
being one
bro.
of them,
John
it's
Williams,
just
bro.
so. Yeah, it's just so like iconic. You know, what I'm trying to say
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so iconic. And you associate it only with that movie. You would, I mean, you know what I mean? It would only, it's absolutely amazing. But yeah, no, the trailer looks good. I'm looking forward to it. Harrison Ford, like, what is he, 90 plus or something? I don't know.
yeah. He's
Man,
old school,
he's
bro.
gonna
He's
be
old
that.
school.
He's gonna be in Captain America as the new Jonathan Ross.
Yeah.
Smashing it. So yeah, that was cool. I'm surprised they brought out that trailer then, but it makes sense. But yeah, what else was there? Lando is
Yeah.
definitely someone that they're looking into getting, like, doing with what's his name, Danny Glover. No, is
Yeah.
it Danny Glover? Yeah.
Danny
So that's
Glover,
another
Donald Glover. Yeah.
Donald Glover. Yeah, Donald
Yeah.
Glover. So that's another one they're talking about. You know, that solo movie wasn't as successful, but yeah, I don't know, bring them out of shows. I mean, you can still bring those characters back. I mean, you said, what's her name? What was the girl's name? The Skywalker in the new Star Wars movie,
Ray.
Ridley, wasn't it? Ray.
Daisy,
They're
yeah.
bringing her back. You know, I mean, I don't know what she's been up to, but I feel like when you make a movie, an iconic movie like a Star Wars movie, and you know, it might not be as good. It kind of affects the careers, as we saw with Ahmed Best. But just, I don't know, Disney's doing a great thing, or just Star Wars lot doing a great thing with it. Like, let's get them back. Let's get them back. Let's redeem them. And it's not fair that their careers will be affected in that way. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
anyway.
of course, man. It's amazing. And I think John Favreau plays a big part of that as well. Laura, can you not press that now, please? That is on the call. You can do it on purpose now. We're live, guys. Alara's giving us sound effects as well. How loud is that?
I can't hear it. You know, I can't hear it. I actually can't hear it. I don't know.
Oh, you can't hear it? Okay, cool.
Oh.
No, that's fine. All right, cool. Yeah, man.
I can't hear it. Hopefully the listeners can't. But yeah.
I think it will come through.
Right.
It will come through. Anyway, all right. It's all good. Don't worry.
What else is going on? All right.
You know what? Hold up, man. There was loads of. Let me just check YouTube quickly because I know, guys. Go check out the
trailers. I got
go for it, man.
But I let me just go through the DC stuff, the Marvel stuff, and then we'll finish off with the trailers. So real quick, Frank Grillo confirms his DC role. And doesn't see Marvel return. I saw something where he wasn't, and I've seen a few of this where even Zachary Levi, where they were like, you know, they didn't do nothing with my character in Marvel, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know, but like, would your character, what do you expect them to do in Marvel? Like, and don't be upset. I don't know. It's not about being.
It's a small character. DC. It's a small piece.
Yeah, like well, Zachary Levi's character. I mean, really, where are you going to take that character, right? And not to be bad. And in Crossbow, yes, he could be a villain of Captain America's, but really, like, what more are you going to do with him, you know, in those movies? And it shouldn't be like, well, I'm going to DC now. It's like, no, it's an opportunity that was in Marvel. And again, I'm no actor, so remember this. I'm not dissing because I love Frank, you know, I think he's awesome. I think everyone's awesome. But it shouldn't be like, oh, well, screw you lot, I'm going to DC. It's like, well, I had an opportunity to be in Marvel. Now I've got an opportunity to be in DC. So this is awesome. You know what I mean? I'm part of these universes. But anyway, Frank Grillo is going to be in the upcoming DC movies. The DC universe, as you mentioned, James Mangold confirms he's writing the Swamp Thing, so that should be interesting. Real quick, finish off with some Marvel and some trailers. So the Marvel stuff, Tony Rivoli has joined the cast of Daredevil Born Again, where he'll be portraying the variant of Flash Thompson. You know that guy who plays Flash in Spider-Man? He's going to be in Daredevil. So they definitely connecting up Spider-Man and Daredevil in so many ways. If Peter Parker, Tom Holland shows up in that show, that's one of those big moments ever. You know,
that would be
Punisher.
That would be exactly.
You know,
that would be.
You see loads of pictures of Punishers 100% coming back. So there's no rumors and on that bullshit.
No, he's back. He's back. So which is back. Amazing.
And you know, apparently he's gonna be a big part of it. If you have an episode with Daredevil, Punisher, and Spider-Man, Tom Holland, Spider-Man, oh bro, you're making me happy just thinking about it. But anyway, the possibilities is crazy. Then the last thing was officially announced the director Dustin Daniel Cretton, the director who directed Shang-Chi and the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, he's going to be directing that, is set to direct the series Wonder Man.
All right, cool. Interesting.
And Wonder Man, yeah, also there was someone else that joined the cast of Wonder Man who's going to be playing Death. I swear I put that down. I must have deleted it. I can't remember the guy's name, but I think he's in like Fear the Walking Dead or something like that. He's going to be playing Death in Wonder Man. I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry, but I swear I put it down. Anyway, so that's Marvel stuff. And that's it, the trailers, bro. So we talk about Ahsoka, right? Barbie had a trailer, which actually surprisingly looks kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, it looks funny, man. It looks funny. I want to see that.
As weird as it sounds, I was like, this is interesting. I might want to watch it because it looks fun. So Barbie, which is pretty cool. Then you got one of my phone decided to die. Blue Beetle.
Oh, bro, that trailer dropped. Sick. I'm looking forward to that. It looks fun.
Very sick. It actually got me very into it. It doesn't look like it's taking it serious, but that suit looks like it's going to be creative. You know what I
It
mean?
will
I
be. It
wonder
will
what,
be. It looks like it's great.
yeah,
It reminds me of the Guyver, bro. When I saw it, I was like, "That's the
Guyver,
Guyver."
yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Guyver.
100%. Yeah, especially when it takes his face and whatnot, like the Guyver. I'm not familiar with Blue People at all, so I'm going to be going as a brand new fan. But that trailer's already got me like, I'm like, yeah, I could watch this. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like it's good. It'll be fun. Extraction 2,
Yes.
what an intense trailer! Like in that
Very.
riot, you got Chris Hemsworth in that riot. Guy refuses to die, but that should be good. And then the big one that gave me proper goosebumps, man. Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse, a new trailer.
Oh, bro. Actually, well, you forgot Secret Invasion. That trailer came out as well. We had bare
Secret
trailers this
Invasion.
week.
Yeah, yes, you're
But
right. Secret Invasion.
Spider-Man Across the Universe. Oh my God. Just it looks so good, bro. So good. I mean, the first one's amazing. For us to get this continued story of Miles Morales and his character development, bro. I love it, bro. It's so good. The guys that did the first one, the Lords, they're amazing at writing. They did something really good with this. And if you watch the international trailer, they get all the other Spider-Man involved, which is like Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. And I'm like, why didn't they use that for the normal trailer? Why are you showing that in India for, man? You got me all emotional or hyped, ready for this. But no, it looks awesome, bro. Very, very cool.
And you know, not only in the normal trailer, they, you know, Oscar Isaac, so Spider-Man 2099 references him. What do you call him, a geek or something, or a nerd or whatever? And Doctor Strange, and how they, was it Earth 99999?
Well, so they changed it because it's supposed to be 616, but because it's Sony, it could have been a bit of a mix-up. But it'd be interesting to see once they go into that a bit more.
I mean, listen, there's big teases now that them guys could show up in this animated version of Spider-Man, which is going to be awesome if they do. Even if they don't, this looks bloody awesome. So that trailer gave me goosebumps, man. It was just so good, so good.
Same here.
So
I'm looking forward to it.
Right?
That's this year, bro. That's this year. I need to I need to start working on that, definitely, without a doubt.
Cannot wait for that one. That one got me super excited. So yeah, bro, I'm looking forward to that one, man. But that was all the I mean, there's probably more trailers that I missed, but those are the main ones. You know, Secret Invasion, obviously hype, Sam Jackson,
Secret
we're getting
Invasion.
Nick Fury's. Finally, Nick Fury's getting his own show, and that looked like a good spy espionage show.
Yeah, it did.
Like Marvel, it looks more serious, you know. That whole Captain America series and that fraction of the movies had a good seriousness to it. From Captain America, I guess from Captain America, the first one, and then Winter Soldier and whatnot. They have a good theme to it, which I like. Even Black Widow, it's less of a it's less colorful in a way, and this one should be interesting. And I wonder what kind of, because the Skrulls, they shapeshifters, right? So I wonder what other like, when I say characters get involved, like they're going to be obviously the Skrulls, but shape-shifting. So I wonder who they get involved in this, because they have the ability to get anyone involved. And, you know, it's not really the character, it's the shapeshifter. So that's going to be interesting as well. And yeah, that's great that Sam Jackson's getting his, you know, he's been a big part of the whole thing anyway, but he's getting his own show. So that's be awesome.
No, definitely, man. I'm looking forward to it.
June sometime, 21st, did I say?
June or August, I can't remember. It's one of them.
I think it's
we
June.
got so much this year, man. So I'm excited. Definitely excited.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. It's always exciting. That new movie, the Nike movie, Just Do It, the Jordan movie, looks like it's amazing. I might try and catch it, but just during Ramadan, it's always tough. But I do want to watch that.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I didn't get the chance to go see it, so I will check that out.
A couple more weeks. I can finally watch John Wick. John Wick. I'm trying to dodge the spoilers and whatever. Like, I just don't want to know anything about the movie until it comes out. So I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait. We have to wait a whole month.
Bro. There's not much spoilers, but yeah, try and avoid it and go in there and enjoy it.
For sure. Cool, man. That was everything on my list, bro. I mean, it was a long one. Loads of news, loads of trailers. Always fun stuff happening in this pop culture world. It's always good to catch up with you and geek out about it. And yeah, man, that was it.
No, definitely. All right, guys. As always, massive thank you for everybody that joined in onto the podcast. Recently, we've had again another influx through like TikTok and Instagram, and I want to say a massive thank you to you all. You guys are absolutely amazing. And we have got some giveaways. I've got some Funko Pops to give away. So hold on, let me grab them now just to entice people to interact. I got I've got 3 of them. I've got 2 Black Widows and I've got 2. I've got 1 Hulk. Come on, man. Can you see that? There we go. Let's put
Yep,
it
there you
against
go,
my
yeah.
chest. Yeah. And I've got 2 Black Widows. This is the Infinity War art series collection. Courtesies of the guys at Geek Garage, guys, and Geek Garage have got a massive opening next week. They've got their big store opening, so good on him. Paul has always been a supporter of the podcast and the work we've done. Always hooks us up as well when it comes to merchandise. So listen, shout outs to him as well. But yeah, giveaways, guys. So check out Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. So basically on this episode right now, and hopefully you've watched all the way to the end. Let me know what was your favorite trailer and put down Funko Pop at the end of it, and then which one you want, and I'll send it out to you. Whoever comments on there, however many comments, I'll select it and then I'll send one out to you guys. Doesn't matter if it's worldwide. Let me know. All right, cool. All right, bro. We're tired. I gotta go do some work, but we'll catch up, man. As always, guys. Massive thank you.
All right, people. Stripes.
Peace.
Out. Peace.
Stop live stream. Stop.